today we're going to be looking at this Techwood food slicer. In this video, I'm going to show you what comes in the box, demo it for you, and give you my honest opinion. The seller did send this to us in exchange for a video. However, all of the views and opinions in this video are my own. Inside the box, you're going to have the actual slicer. We do need to remove those two pieces and that plastic silicone piece before use. And then it has this piece here that helps you hold the food. You have your instruction manual. You're going to have a second blade. This one is not serrated. So you can see that this blade that's on here is serrated, whereas this one is a smooth edge. Take these two things out. Take this piece off. Your on-off button is on the top. You have a plug that needs to be plugged in before you can use it. I ultimately want to use this to make our own bacon, but that takes 7 days, so I'm not going to do that right now. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll come back and do another video with bacon, but for today, we're going to take this off and slice up some ham. This piece just goes over this little lip and then sets on it, so you can hold it and slide it. And then on the back, you have your thickness, so you can move this in or out to make the slices that you're making thick or thin. That's really cool. This part also slides forward so you can get in here and clean it easier, which is nice. To change your blade, you have to turn this. Use a butter knife. You can open it that way. I'm not going to change the blade. I'm going to use this blade, so I'm just going to lock that back into place. But that's how you grab a butter knife, and they don't include a tool or anything for it. We have a sweet slice uncured ham. I'm going to go ahead and mute this part because the machine is quite loud. But right now what I'm doing is testing out different thicknesses. I started with the thinnest setting and it was just a little too thin. It wouldn't actually slice it all the way. So then I overcorrected and made it way too thick. What I learned very quickly is the firmer that you press on the food that you're slicing, the more the thickness is going to be, because that plate that it's resting on kind of bows backward. So keep that in mind when you're setting your thickness. Okay, so I thought my camera was recording, but it was not, unfortunately. So this is all of the ham that I just sliced. I'm so sorry. I wanted to show you what it looked like coming out the back, and unfortunately, it wasn't recording. Now, this is going to require some cleaning. You take this part off. This part tips forward, so you can get under here. But you can't like disassemble this whole thing, so I would recommend having like a brush to get like, see how there's like, I'm gonna unplug this before I clean it, but there's like pieces here that are stuck in the blade. So we're gonna have to take the blade off to clean it. This comes off very easily, but what I learned after I took it off is that on the back of this is grease that keeps the gears moving smoothly. So not everything that's on the back of this blade is actually food residue. Just keep that in mind. I just got done cleaning it. You can see the remnants of my paper towel on here. For fatty things such as ham, you're gonna need some kind of brush, because it gets like the juice gets down in here and I can't really get in there very well, and I can't take this part off. So get yourself like a little crevice brush so you can clean inside there better. You see it like dripping out. Came in from behind with some soap, so that's like soapy water that's coming out of there, but get yourself like a crevice brush to clean this. I wish it came with like, I wish this was easier to clean. If you're looking for a food slicer and you're going to be using it all the time, I would absolutely recommend this. If you're going to be using this like once in a while, it is a little difficult to clean when it's like fatty stuff like ham. So just keep that in mind. It's going to take some extra cleaning if you're slicing things on it that have a lot of fat. It is really sturdy, but it's also a little difficult to move. So if it gets stuck, just kind of like stick your hand up underneath the suction cup and release it so that it's easier to move. There's 4 of them, one on each side in the front and one on each side in the back.